please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Let's move on to the third story of the day, and this is a big one. The stock reacted quite a bit. ICICI Bank's board is in a meeting to decide the fate of its managing director and CEO Chanda Kochhar. Sources say the ratification of the appointment of Justice B.N. Srikrishna's for a probe into the allegations against Chanda Kochhar is also on the agenda. It's one of the items actually which is on the agenda. The stock was up almost 4% in trade, and that's a heavyweight. Well, Ritu is here with more details. Ritu.
Well, Prashant, that's right. The board of ICICI Bank is meeting, and key on that agenda, one is, of course, the ratification of Justice Srikrishna to head that independent probe into the allegations made by Arvind Gupta on ICICI Bank and Chanda Kochhar's dealing with the Videocon case. But second and more importantly, the board could consider, the treatment or the fate of its MD and CEO, Chanda Kochhar. There were news reports this morning that suggested that the chairman of the bank, that is ML Sharma, had sought the opinion of the board on whether or not to ask Mrs. Kochhar to proceed on an indefinite leave. That is something that could be taken up today, because you remember the independent probe could take 6 to 8 weeks or longer, from what we understand, and therefore if Mrs. Kochhar is asked to stay away for the period of that leave, the bank will need an interim CEO to step in. That's where reports suggest that Sandeep Bakhshi, who is currently the senior most ICICI group executive at this point of time, could be asked to step in as an interim CEO. But of course, the outcome of that board meeting is keenly awaited. That meeting started earlier this afternoon, so we'll wait to hear what the bank has to say on both of these very important issues.
All right, absolutely. It's an important board meeting. Ritu, thanks for tracking that for us, and of course we'll see what the information flow is like from that. We have a query on the stock. Shrikant Rao has a question on ICICI Bank, has 50 shares, bought them at a price of 251 rupees. He has been holding the stock for the past 2 months. He wants to know if he should continue holding or whether he should book out now. Dipen, obviously very critical couple of hours coming up, but ICICI Bank, what next do you think?
See, I think even with or without the controversy surrounding its CEO, ICICI Bank's performance has been below par. They've been clearly losing market share to their peer group, the HDFC banks and IndusInd, Yes Bank, Kotak Mahindra. And the NPA related issues still not getting resolved as far as ICICI Bank is concerned, and even overall growth rates as far as net interest income and fee-based income is concerned have been a bit disappointing. So on a fundamental basis, one doesn't really justify buying into ICICI Bank. There are other better banks, retail focused, which investors could look at. But no doubt, I think the stock has been beaten down completely over the past few months or so, and it's in for a trading bounce, and any positive news flow on the present controversy could lead the stock price to move up. And that, I think, should be an opportunity for the investors to get out of ICICI Bank and go into some of the other non-controversial secular private sector banks. Could be HDFC, could be IndusInd, Yes Bank, RBL. I think there are many choices over there. So that would be my advice to the investor. Not yet convinced of the underlying fundamentals and the growth momentum of ICICI Bank, and there are better banks available on a long-term investment basis which can deliver higher returns.